This is Pete Fincher on Wednesday the 25th of September, talking to Mike Zito on my right hand side. Great to have you here, Mike.
How you doing, Pete? Good to
Part
see
of the
you.
Royal Southern Brotherhood, playing your first, actually it's your second London gig, right?
That's right,
Jazz
yeah.
Cafe before. But you've been on the road, what, 2 years now?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, with the Brotherhood, yeah.
You know, for everybody who doesn't know, that was the debut album right there, Royal Southern Brotherhood, and Mike's own album, Gone to Texas, is also available and selling well.
That's right, come out in June, that's correct.
Wonder that having established Royal Southern Brotherhood, you then went off and did your own solo album.
Well, I've been doing solo albums for 15 years. Actually, I ran off from that to do the Royal Southern Brotherhood.
Of course you did, yeah. You're an award-winning singer-songwriter.
But we were doing, you know, we thought can't do a Brotherhood record every year, so we would get the opportunity to kind of do our own records, and then we feature some of the songs in the Brotherhood, like even though we're doing our own records, then we kind of bringing it to the band for the live show. So
and you won an award for Yellow River, right? Which was
for Pearl River.
I beg your pardon, Pearl River, which was that made Thomas laugh in the corner. It must have been good.
No, Pearl River. Cyril Neville and I wrote that song together. We won the Song of the Year for that.
And so you and Cyril were working together, and you already knew Devon from before in St. Louis?
No, Devon from before in St. Louis, and Cyril and I started working together, I don't know, 4 years ago.
As a songwriting
writing
team.
songs and you know, making some music. So kind of all fell together.
Yeah. And I guess it must have been quite a big thing to start a new band like that, given the fact that you were all doing different projects before. And
it was.
Devon was doing Honey Tribe, of course.
Absolutely, yeah. Everybody had their own careers, and then we kind of took it piece by piece, and it all worked out. We enjoyed it. It was working. So.
And the weird thing about this is it's a southern project, right? Not quite southern rock, but it's kind of New Orleans.
No, that's right. It's just a lot of good music that we like. It's a little bit of blues, a little bit of rock, a little bit of funk, a little bit of soul, a little bit of.
And your particular direction individually has been Texas, of course. I think you moved there.
Yeah, blues. I mean, it's
Americana.
Blues and Americana. Yeah, absolutely.
Which, as I said earlier on, ladies and gentlemen, is bang on that album, which is a really good individual album.
Thank you.
A lot of autobiographical stuff on there.
It is, yeah. It was kind of a story of I moved to Texas, kind of got my life together. And,
big time. Songwriting, guitar playing, it's really, really good. When you came to actually collaborate then with Royal Southern Brotherhood with the other guys in the band, how did you approach the songwriting, given the fact you're all strong songwriters in your own?
Yeah, well, we did them any way you can. We wrote songs together. We, as a group, as individuals, as we paired up.
Yeah.
We brought a lot of songs in at once, and we just tried to figure out how we could get the best song. So whoever had the best song won. Yeah. We're actually getting ready to do a new studio album, and we're even more trying to collaborate, make sure we write together as a group on songs.
And the other interesting thing, probably one of the reasons that the band has crossed over, is the fact that you're one part soul, one part blues, and one part rock. And one of the reasons I say that, of course, is that in one of the songs, you'll have to tell me which one it is, you do this whole thing where you go through the history of rock and roll with you and Devon doing the guitar intro.
Oh, sure, yeah.
For anybody who hasn't seen the show yet, that's
just something we do in the show. It's fun. We go back and play a lot of different riffs, especially because we worked at a music store together.
Okay, yeah.
So it's kind of like, oh, these are the riffs you hear in the music store, and you get started. And we kind of went through the history of rock and roll with it,
And when you started writing with Cyril, I guess his input must have been more funk, quite obviously.
Yeah, and blues. I mean, Cyril really comes from older New Orleans, and he was really very influenced by the blues, and he can write anything, but he is he can do the double and triple entendre style blues,
which is very much part
to a T.
Which is very much part of his album, which is there, Cyril's great album called Magic
Honey. Yeah. Had the pleasure of playing some guitar.
You absolutely did, and which is one of the reasons I asked you the question earlier on how you separate the two, your individual stuff, your duo stuff, and the band stuff.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just definitely songs that they're for this band, like they'll work in the Brotherhood.
Yeah.
And then there's stuff that's like, okay, that would be for me,
Yeah.
And then there's stuff you don't know. You got to bring it to the band and try it out.
Well, it's certainly working for Royal Southern Brotherhood. It's been great talking to you, Mike.
Pete, thank you so much.
Have a great show. Come out and see the tour. They're playing the Boom Boom Club on Saturday the 28th of September.
Boom Boom!
Thank you, and good night.